What up, gurus? Full on month end madness as we dive into this Text Tuesday training and talk all about dividing your list up into 4 buckets. I know when you saw the title for this training, you were probably like, what is she talking about? What are these buckets that she's speaking of? Well, we're going to dive into it. Kind of like buckets at the beach where we divide the sand and pick what we're using it for. We're going to divide your customer list into buckets to give them exactly what they want. That way you save money and you aren't over messaging people when they don't want to hear from you. So say hello if you're here. Tell me where you're joining from. Always got new people plugging into these trainings, and drop me some fire emojis if you are running for some month end goals. We are going to dive into this. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, practical, and to the point. You might want to grab a little notebook to take a couple notes. You can grab this and watch this later on the replay. So if you are here live, you can drop me that hashtag live here in the comments. If you're catching this later, drop me a hashtag replay. And at the end, if you got full on value from this, throw me the word value so I will bring you more new and improved Text Tuesday trainings. So without further ado, are y'all ready to dive into this? We're going to dive right in. I'm going to turn my camera off so you don't have the little blurb on the side. We're going to get into this training. So here we go. All right, let's dive right into this. If you know me, you know I like to keep these trainings short, sweet, and to the point. If this is your first time catching me on a training, that's my jam. I like to keep these short, sweet, actionable without all the fluff. So let's talk breaking your customer list into 4 buckets for texting. So before we get into it, did you know a couple of statistics that stats show that more than 8 out of 10 people want to hear from brands? So people want to hear from you. They want to get text messages from you. And I think sometimes we neglect that, right? And that percentage is actually really high. If people like you, they'll listen to you, but if they trust you, they'll do business with you. So in using these strategies, in building relationships, you're building that trust factor, right? And then last, 76% of consumers, they want brands to cater to their needs and anticipations. And that's what we're going to talk about as we divide your list into buckets. So who's on your text list, right? Some of us have customers only. Some of us have our customers and our team. And then some of us have all 3: customers, team, leads. And leads are those people that, you know, haven't purchased anything yet, but they're on your list. You've connected with them at some point. So did you know that all 3 of them can be on separate tags? Actually, you can have more than 3 tags. You can have as many tags as you want. A tag is like a label in a department store, right? Men's, women's, children, home goods. You can do the same thing with your tags. Customers, team. You could have customers with a specific product. You can have leads from different ways that you're collecting them, right? It's the beauty of being able to divide your list. So today I'm going to show you how to break your customer list specifically into 4 different groups. Why? Because each customer has different wants and needs, right? Not all customers are on the same exact journey. So what are these buckets? What are these buckets that I'm speaking of, right? So we have 4 buckets. We have those that get everything, right? Those that they want to hear from you with every little thing. We have the bucket for those that want just sales and promos, right? Believe it or not, that bucket actually exists. We have the 3rd bucket, which is those people that just want the value. They only want the tips, the tricks, the hacks, the sales and promos. They figure, I'll get those via email or on the website. And then we have the bucket of people that only want to message you. They want to have your contact info so that they can reach out to you, but they really don't want to hear from you at all. So how do we set this up? Y'all ready? You can take screenshots, take notes. So step 1, you got to pick the name for the tags. So in the department store, it's men's, women's, children. Here, you can name it whatever you want, right? So for those that get it all, you might be naming them your VIPs, or in my case, gurus, right? For those people that just want sales and promos, you might label the tag sales or promos. You have those people that just want value. Maybe your tag is going to be value or community, or maybe you have a name for your community. And then those that only want to message you, you might have a word like in or when ready. And I encourage you, get creative with these tags, right? They're yours. Make them your own. Make them something that you look forward to using. Step 2, you got to get into your project broadcast and set them up. So you're going to go into your project broadcast, you're going to click on that tag symbol, and then you're going to add at least one contact in order to set the tag up. So when you pick when you write the tag name, you have to select one contact or it doesn't let you set it up. And then you craft your message. Your message, which I'm going to give you an example on the next slide of what you're going to send to get people divided. So what you want to include in this initial message to divide these people up, and I actually, if you've never done this before, you want to do like a blanket message. Anyone that you currently have on your list, you want to send this out and do this. But moving forward, you might do this activity at the end of like a 30-day onboarding or at the end of like a 60-day, whatever your onboarding is, to see where they want to be, right? So what you want to do is ask for feedback and then share what they can expect from the bucket that they're in. So here's an example of a message. I kept it short, sweet, to the point. You're asking them for help. You are letting them know what your intention is. And then you are basically asking what bucket they want to be in. I've done this several ways. Sometimes I've done it with numbers. I've done it other times with emojis. You could do it with A, B, C, D, but I definitely recommend giving them something easy to pick rather than just putting all this verbiage, because that way they can easily reply with a number or an emoji. And then last but not least, you're going to add them to the tags as they respond. So you're going to go into project broadcast. You're going to click on the message when they reply with 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's 3 dots in the top right, and you're just going to pick the tag that you're adding them to. Literally that easy. You can do it on your desktop or on your cell phone. Some pro tips, got to include the pro tips, right? Send it in the evening. It's outside of work hours. It's when people are on their phone scrolling. Keep it short and sweet, right? Nobody wants a book to their text, and be you. Make it funny, infuse your personality, be you in the message. So moving forward, many gurus ask me this all the time. How often do you message these people, right? So you want to message them, depending on what bucket they're in. The value people, I like to message them frequently, right? My value peeps are hearing from me at least once a week, if not 2 to 3 times. The promo people, obviously, whenever there's a sale or a promo. My VIPs, all the time, they're giving you full leeway to message them with all the things. And then the people that only want to message me, they're not hearing from me at all. So if you are, struggling a bit, maybe your onboarding system could use a little help, I have this all built out for you in my done for you blueprint. I built out an entire series of messages as a guide with a workbook. And in addition to that, my series of messages to get leads off of social. So if you're interested in having some of that legwork done for you, or you just want to check it out, text the word WASH to 609-542-1009. And then if you didn't know already, I do monthly done for you text message bundles. So in these are going to be for your value people, to keep them close to the fire with those virtual taps on their shoulder. You can go ahead and text the word monthly to 609-542-1009, and I'll send you information on my current monthly text package so you can check those out as well. So are you a little bit mind blown at how you can divide your customers up and give them what they want, right? That way you're not over messaging people. You're not messaging people that kind of really don't want to hear from you, because at the end of the day, getting that stop when they message you stop, it's heartbreaking. You're like, no, don't leave. I've learned to embrace the stop for a multitude of reasons. They're just not on my energy bus anymore. Maybe they're not using the products anymore. I'm saving money. So I embrace the stop, but it is nice to be able to have that open line of communication with the people that still are ordering without them feeling like, oh my gosh, I hear from this girl all the time, right? So if you got value from this, drop me the hashtag value. If you want information on any of the done for you stuff, I would absolutely love to connect you with that. If you didn't get the information, to text. And then feedback from you all is always appreciated. If you want to drop something below, like what you want to learn next, what I can help you with, you are the guiding source of these Text Tuesdays. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Love you.